Hey guys, it's Psycho Hawk here, and welcome to episode 19 of Career Mode Goodness. Today we have an amazing episode with two games up against none other than Chelsea, both in quarterfinals, one in semifinals, sorry, one in the FA Cup, which we will play right now at home, and the other one in the Champions Cup or the Champions League, which will also be at home. There we look at the kits, and obviously I was looking at their classic kit, but obviously we go red on blue because that is how I roll. I go straight ahead into team management to see how my team is doing. I decide to put up a quite strong team, but with not exactly what I would call my first 11. And there, as you guys can see, I'm playing Phil Jones and CDM. There, you guys can see their team. Strong team. Interesting that they're playing Benayoun and Malouda. They're still there, which is quite weird to say the least. But there you can see I'm playing Phil Jones in that defensive midfield position with Nani and Butner on the left wing. And Kagawa there, Cam, and then Rooney van Persie up front. There you guys can see it. And that was just because Fellaini was quite tired. And I wanted to save a few players up for the Champions League one. But we're straight into the game right early. Phil Jones does some nice play to find Welbeck. Welbeck just takes an amazing touch to put it past two defenders, but Czech comes out and pulls off an amazing save there to deny Welbeck from scoring. Then we have Rooney. Rooney gets the ball in the 20th minute. He just runs. He's been kind of a goal-scoring drought, but look at that near post finish. Nothing Czech could do. And nice little celebration there. Let's all play dead. But a very important goal to put me 1-0 up in the 21st minute. A great start to the game there. Just finds his space and, a great shot right into the back of the net. Nothing Czech could do, like I already said. Then we're 45 minutes in. Looks like I'm going 1-0 up at halftime. Nani kind of gets across and gets blocked. Somehow still manages to keep the ball in play. Puts the ball in. Welbeck with a good header. Gets saved. And look at that, Danny Welbeck on the rebound. Puts it in after some amazing build-up play there from Nani, who took the cross and it hit the defender, but he still manages to keep it in play, even though there you see that he just manages to keep it in. A great first header from Welbeck, Czech with a good save, but Danny Welbeck is there to finish off his own rebound to make it 2-0, a great result there. You guys can see I was dominating the game with 5 shots on 3 shots on target, and they had 1 shot and 0 shots on target, so absolute domination and good to go up 2-0 at halftime, just before halftime, to kind of give me that 2-goal cushion. And straight from kickoff, Kagawa finds Welbeck and he's through on goal. And somehow he decides to take that finish shot with his left foot. Don't ask me why. Stupid decision because I wanted him to take it with his right foot, to put it in. Anyway, as you guys can see, they bring on Lampard to bring on some more firepower, but that doesn't help us. A great corner whip there from Nani, and Nemanja Vidic, thank you very much, is the man in his place to put us up 3-0. Great header there from a corner. I don't usually score from corners. I was just thinking, actually, when I took that corner that I never seem to score from corners, but this seemed to turn out quite well, and we're 57 minutes in, and Kagawa is put through, but look at that pulling from Romeo there. Just like pull him in back. Should have been a red, but gets booked, I think. No, he doesn't even get booked. I just get a free kick, which was a little bit disappointing, but here I start, doing some tactics here to get what I want, and I actually set up quite a nice free kick as the ball falls to Rooney. He takes a nice volley there, but just over the net with his left foot. A little unlucky there, as that could have been an amazing goal. But it's alright since we're still up 3-0, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, and this game was going by very well. And even though Chelsea were managing to attack, as you guys can see here, Lampard on the ball. I do kind of needless sliding tackle. Ball comes to Moses, who finds Ivanovic. And but it was all kind of hopeless from Chelsea, and I was dealing very well with all their attacking play. To be honest, I wasn't really having any problems. Here also, it was really weird because I just seemed to be winning all my duels there. Obviously, their Evra is a little bit slow on the ball, but the ball falls back to him here eventually if we just get the ball to him. There we go. As Rooney just fights his way through the entire defense, and ball falls to Evra, who gets a cross in and tries to reach Nani, but ball goes out of play. But anyway, like I said, it just seemed that everything was going my way in this game. So I decided to make some substitutions. As you guys can see there, my players were pretty tired. So I decided to bring Evra off because I wanted him to save him for the what do you call it, the Champions Cup game against Chelsea as well, which we'll also have in this episode. And I also decided to go change my formations. I wanted to play a little bit more defensive, you know, since I was up 3-0. Sorry, I'm just losing my track of thought. And I decided to go with a 4-3-1-2, so a very narrow formation, which let me play Jones still there in the defensive midfield position. And so I brought on Fellaini, and I also brought on Michael Carrick for Evra, which meant that I had like a very solid. I had Rooney and Welbeck up front, then Kagawa there as Cam, and then Carrick, Jones, and Fellaini playing those center midfield positions. But I did also decide to bring on Van Persie for Danny Welbeck. You know, because it's no matter if you're winning, if you're losing, if it's a tie, it's always nice to have Robin Van Per. I mean, what? Oh, I brought on Hernandez. I thought I brought. Sorry, that's in the next game. I brought on Chicharito. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, as you can see, I apparently cut the wrong scene, but I got the ball there, but I didn't get a goal. And here we have a corner in the 79th minute. Kagawa takes it, and Fellaini gets his head on the ball. A good header, but it bounces off the ground. You know. And, you know, that's not to say Chelsea didn't have any chances there. Moses somehow manages to miss that. Not that it really made a difference, because that brought us to the end of this game. 3-0 full time. A very important win there. Rooney, Welbeck, and Vidic all on the score sheet. Surprising that we managed to demolish them this hard. I was in control the whole game. Vidic there with a 9.8 man of the match rating. And as you guys can see, we have Manchester City in the final. And that will be one hell of an exciting game. I also got 700,000 to my transfer budget after getting to the finals, which is always nice to have a little more money in the cash. Young money, cash money. Sorry. Anyway, now we jump straight into another Chelsea game. So don't get confused here. So we have 2 Chelsea games in a row. One the semifinal of the FA Cup and one the FA Cup of the semifinal. I mean, what? Sorry, even I'm losing track of thought. No, in the Champions Cup, won the semi-final of the Champions Cup, won the semi-final of the FA Cup. This is the Champions Cup one, and I think we jump straight ahead with we do go to transfer. I mean, what? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm pretty tired right now, so I'm just talking some random shit. But as you guys can see, we're starting with Ryan Giggs, the legend. He said he wants to be part of this cup run, and so he will. Just before I forget, guys, please leave a like to support my videos. That's always so much appreciated, because I do put a lot of work into these. Just a little side note, and also I will have some Black Ops 2 footage coming up. Just like I think one game, just where I talk about the game, because I did in fact get it, even though I was planning not to get it. But you know, I was watching some videos and I was like, I have to get this game, and you know, I've been surprised by how good it is. But be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that video, which will be coming up either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, probably the day after tomorrow. I will not play career mode tomorrow, but look at that, a great goal from Wayne Rooney there, making it 2 goals in 2 games after his kind of scoring drought. It looks like he's back in business with a bang after a great pass there from Robin Van Persie and a great left foot finish into the bottom corner. And again, nothing Czech could do about that. On 36 minutes in, Valencia finds Giggs. I'm just splitting open their defense, and he finds Rooney. I'll look at that for a finish. You want some salt with those chips? No salt? Alright, you want a drink? Because you might get a little thirsty, because that was sexy. Oh shit, sorry, that was my phone. Sorry, again, I'm professional commentary here. Going on, let me just put that on silent. There we go. But look at that for a sexy goal. Goal of the season, you think? Because I'm saying that was pretty sexy stuff. And Wayne Rooney, 3 goals in 2 games, which put us up at halftime at 2-0. And you know, some very good stuff. United are playing again, and you know, somehow Chelsea feel like an easy team to play. You know, I'm not having any problems playing against them at all. Which is sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm very tired. They brought on Oscar to bring on some more firepower, but that wasn't gonna help him. 66 minutes in, Rooney just uses that strength. Look at that for a finish. Hat trick. Thank you very much. 4 goals in 2 games. Shh, Chelsea. Shh. You just signed Rafael Benitez. You're a bunch of cunts. Yeah, you better shut up. That's one funny thing, though, that they signed Rafael Benitez. I find that absolutely hilarious. Look at that. Look at the strength from Rooney. He's just when he's on form, he's just amazing in this game. And 76 minutes in, I smelt blood as Van Persie is put through, and he wanted to get on the score sheet. He felt he was being left out. Boom! Hits the crossbar. Rooney says, "Thank you very much," and I will make it 4-0. 4 goals to me. Van Persie, I'm sorry, you're not even joining into the celebration. You mad? You mad, bro? He wanted to score himself. He didn't sweat it to Rooney, but he failed. And Rooney, look at that volley there. 4 goals in 1 game and 5 goals in 2 games. That is an amazing tally there from Wayne Rooney, who scored all my goals, and that's how the game ends 4-0. A great result for us. A 9.8 rating for Rooney, man of the match. Couldn't be anyone else. And now we have a scout report just before this episode ends. And as you guys can see, I signed a great player there. And actually, I didn't sign them. I just released him. I'm releasing a few players in my scouting, in my youth squad. I have too many shit ones. This one is looking amazing. When he turns old, he's gonna be very, very good. 79 to 85. Wait, not what? Sorry, not this guy. The guy that was 94. Anyway, he was great. And then I just released all these that if they don't have basically 90 potential, then they're quite shit. I kept that guy because he has 79 to 89, which is still quite decent. But Luke Thompson is the real star of my youth squad. If my past me would just scroll over to him, I would be able to show you. But this guy has pretty good stats as well. If you look at his aggression, it can go up to 94, and ball control 92. There we go. Luke Thompson, this guy's amazing. I mean, look at that, 54 to 62 his overall, but 79 to 94 is his potential. But yeah, it's been Psycho Horak, and please leave a like if you enjoyed this episode, because that's always very much appreciated. Also, subscribe not to miss an episode. Also, leave a comment on feedback. What do you want to see from the series? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's been Psycho Horak here, and I'm signing out. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.